On this week's episode, we talk about Ad Astra.
Fall TV.
And yeah, whatever is going on this week on nerd pop culture. Sci-fi, video games,
etc.
books, comic books,
etc.
Okay, so where do we start?
Ad Astra is what you said first.
Yes, Ad Astra.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was more like disaster.
Ouch.
Yeah, I didn't like it.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if you're really qualified to say much because he slept through the whole thing.
Not the whole thing.
Like half of it, though.
There was here and there.
I
could sleep for the whole thing because the whole thing was not exciting.
Okay, so
Spoiler alert!
Oh yeah, major spoilers. I don't think you can give a meaningful review without spoiling stuff. More like a discussion. Anywho, I love space movies, but I struggled with this one. I feel like the main issue, there were great effects, a nice score. I mean, it was a pretty generic space movie score, but it was nice. It was well done. But the plot just couldn't make up its mind. Kind of like you with how you're sitting.
Yeah.
Comfortable?
Yeah.
Got it all worked out?
Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah, this was uncomfortable as the movie.
Yeah. It started out, there was like mystery conspiracy, like maybe space comm. Oh yeah, that was interesting. We got this look at what the Space Force might be.
Yes, yeah, they call it Space Command, part of the Air Force.
Yeah.
So, at the beginning, I really liked the beginning.
Yeah. Okay, so, beginning, exciting. Cool concepts about what the future might look like. Cool tech. Really neat scene with Brad Pitt falling hundreds of miles out of the sky.
Yeah. They tried to make this big deal about how calm and focused he is and how he can keep his blood pressure controlled under high pressure circumstances. It's like, it doesn't make him like super, but it's not that super. The problem is they keep making movies about this alone man in space and contemplating mortality and how small man is compared to the space and looking down to Earth, silent, and I think only very few people are successful making that kind of movie. Christopher Nolan did great with Interstellar. Alfonso Cuarón did also great with Gravity. Everything else, The Martian was good, but The Martian was it was more story driven, so the story was really good. These other two, I mean, Nolan had a great story too, but the other ones, like First Man and this one, they're just too slow and.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I don't know if the speed of it is the problem, at least for me with Ad Astra. I think it just couldn't decide what kind of movie it was. Was it like a mystery conspiracy action movie? Because that's how it started. And then there was a space monkey that ate people. And then there was Brad Pitt hallucinating and talking to himself in a spaceship, which kind of read like a Matthew McConaughey Lincoln commercial. And then there was actually a really moving emotional scene between him and his dad, and then there was a happy ending. I don't know. It was all over the place, which for me meant the slower pace, which makes sense with the space travel movie. I don't know if it was worth it.
Yeah, go watch it. I don't know. It's, if you're able to survive it, it is really slow. I don't think it's... I don't know, maybe that's the idea. Maybe they wanted to go super slow. Because that's how things go in space.
Also, I know that any kind of space movie is going to have to take some liberties with, like, physics and science in order to make a movie worth watching. But there were some pretty big ones here that really irked me. Like, the planets don't just magically align like that conveniently. Like, if you fly from Mars to Neptune, Jupiter and Saturn aren't lined up real pretty for you to pass. And I feel like we should also say, like, all due respect to the filmmakers and what they do. Like, it's a hard job.
It just wanted to look pretty, so yeah.
It did look pretty.
But
it did.
Again, they have Applebee's in space. And the moon base is it's like Atlanta, it's like a big airport. Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, vision for the future.
Yeah.
Anyway, much like this review, the movie was incongruous and slow and maybe not worth the hype for the time.
Yeah, I did fall asleep in a couple of moments. I still figure out the movie without much help. Anyways, moving on.
Something that was very much worth watching, I thought, was the Flash premiere. We're moving on to fall TV.
Oh, okay.
By the way.
Yes, the Flash was fun. They played Flash by Queen.
Yes.
Which is about all the Flash is about Flash
It is.
but it's still fun.
Mm-hmm. It was great. And I really loved that shot of Barry jumping into the black hole. And
Oh, spoiler alert. She can't do reviews without spoiling, so...
How can you review something without
spoilers.
spoiling it beyond saying, it was good? And you don't need to watch a video
Okay.
for that.
Yeah. No, yeah. So, yeah, The Flash was fun.
Mm-hmm.
The new seasons, the new Hero CW season started.
Mm-hmm.
Great. Ready for Crisis on Infinite Earths.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Supergirl premiered with a new look.
She wore pants now.
Yes. Pants, yes. Bangs. I mean, she looks great, but Melissa
I don't know.
Benoist looks great with everything.
I never liked her. I thought Supergirl should be blonde. I don't think she's blonde enough. It's like her natural color is not blonde, and they needed to make her blonde, so they mixed something in between. Yeah.
So she has like a normal person blonde and not a comic book blonde. But I feel like the bangs were a bad move. Like, it makes it even easier to tell that Supergirl and Kara Danvers are the same person.
If you're gonna make the girl fly, it's like, which is absurd. It's like, make her blonde, even if it's absurdly blonde.
Okay, Supergirl's not blonde enough.
Yeah.
Black Lightning premiere. They kind of hit the ground running with some pretty intense. It was a pretty intense starting episode.
It's a really good show. It's almost like it's not like a superhero show. They write like for adults. Like like the DC Universe shows or the Netflix shows, and they do that on broadcast TV. So it's really commendable.
It is, and this one's really topical. I feel like the Flash stays in the superhero comic book realm. Supergirl and Black Lightning seem to be dealing with like more topical and current events.
Yeah, but Black Lightning does it well. Supergirl does push it too hard. It's like, you're trying to do this. Anyways.
Hey, but she has pants, and Lena Luthor finally joined the dark side, so...
Sure. Again, the whole friend-enemy relationship between Luthors and Kents. I mean, she's a Danvers on this one. Anyways.
Yeah, so it's more like the House of L.
Yeah.
That has a problem with the House of
Which
Luthor.
they did in Smallville. They thought it was good to do in this one. I guess it worked in Smallville for 10 years. Okay, what else?
What else was up to you?
Sony announced the new PlayStation 5 for 2020 holidays. So, pretty exciting.
Start saving now, kids.
It's gonna be 4K native, hopefully. Well, they said it's gonna be retro compatible, which is gonna play previous games. I hope it's like full on retro compatible, plays games from PS4, PS3, PS2, PS1. That would be nice. We're not sure. Some people say that for sure it's gonna play PS4 and PSVR. And what else? Zombieland 2 comes out next week.
It comes out
Thursday. Next week. Yeah.
Next week. It makes sense that they make 2 Zombieland movies because one of the rules is to like double tap. So I was thinking Moving on.
Yeah. And DC Universe is gonna start a survey, pretty much like they did in the past in the I think it was the 80s. Maybe it was early 80s, mid 80s. So they know just 10 years to pick. If they would, if they should. Or shouldn't kill Jason Todd. So this Universe Titans show is gonna do the same. They're gonna ask the viewers.
What are you gonna vote for?
Just kill that Brad. He's not like the original Jason. He's more like Damien. And I'm pretty sure if they did a survey to asking people if they wanna kill, what's his bucket, Damien. People would like, yes,
Aww.
kill that. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so I guess that's it for this week.
Yeah. So Ad Astra, not so much. CW Supers premieres, definitely. Save it for the PlayStation. Vote for Jason Todd's fate.
Yeah, go watch The Joker. Go watch Zombieland. We'll see you next week. We're gonna tell you what we thought of Zombieland and what else is going on pop culture.
Hasta la vista, babies.
Hey, ciao.